Good day everyone, my name is Sasmita and I will be sharing my most favorite story, Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They lived with their father who was a woodcutter and a cruel stepmother. They were so poor that at times they had to stay hungry. One day the stepmother told the woodcutter sweetly, "Honey, leave the children in the forest or we will all starve to death." The woodcutter did not wish to annoy his wife, so he took the children to the forest. But Hansel and Gretel had heard everything. So a clever Hansel had put some white pebbles in his pocket at night. As they walked in the forest, he dropped the pebbles on the path. When they came to the middle of the forest, the father left them there. It had become dark by then. Gretel got scared and started weeping. But brave Hansel said, "We will find our way back home. Do not cry, little sister." Hansel waited for the moon to rise. As soon as the moon rose, the white pebbles sparkled. The delighted children found their way back to home. But their stepmother was fuming. She said, "Oh, they cannot live here. This time, take them deeper into the forest." The woodcutter again took his children to the forest. And this time, Hansel dropped breadcrumbs along the way as he could not find any pebbles. He again left the children alone and went away. The children started looking for the crumbs but could not find any. Alas, the hungry birds had eaten them. The darkness scared Gretel, so Hansel drew her close. They lit the fire and spent the night under a tree. At sunrise, both the children tried to find their way home, but sadly they went deeper into the forest. The poor children were tired and hungry. Suddenly they saw a cottage. On a closer look, Gretel screamed, "Wow! The cottage is made of chocolate, cakes and biscuits. Its windows are made of biscuits." Hansel added, "At the chimney is a cake." The excited and starving children started gobbling the delicious food. As they were eating away, the door of the cottage opened. An old witch came out. The children were terrified to see her and started to run. The evil witch thundered, "How dare you eat my house? Now you will have to face the consequences." She shut poor Hansel in a cage and forced Gretel to work in the kitchen. She roared, "I will make the boy fat and eat him." Gretel was horrified. From time to time, the witch would check upon Hansel to see how fat he had become. She would check Hansel's finger, but clever Hansel would put out a bone for her to feel. As the witch had a weak sight, she could not make out the difference. So she would exclaim, "You are not putting up weight at all." But soon she lost patience and said to Gretel, "I will eat Hansel today. I have waited long enough. Boil lots of water in a pot." While Gretel was boiling the water, the witch said in a cruel voice, "You little girl, get into the oven now. I will bake you in the oven." Poor Gretel, she could not let that happen. Suddenly, an idea came to her mind. Gretel said innocently, "I don't know how to get inside. Please show me how to do it." As the wicked witch bent towards the open door, Gretel gave a mighty push. The witch was burned in the oven. Gretel opened the cage and freed Hansel. They looked around the house to find a way out. They saw a secret room in the house. On opening the door, they were amazed to see that it was full of gold and other precious things. They took as much as they could and then set out for their home. Their father welcomed them warmly. Their stepmother had passed away. The three lived a rich and happy life. Throughout Hansel and Gretel, the moral of the story is don't trust strangers and don't disobey your parents. Thank you. Bye.